Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Tower of God Chapter 308, or Season 2 Episode 228. This one will probably be a bit of a shorter review, I think, because this is the first chapter we've had in a while, where I can honestly say not much happened. Like, going through, taking notes, reading it again and again, not much happened. It was good, it was definitely good what happened, but it still was much less than what we usually get each week. Now, starting at the very beginning, we still have Baum in his room thinking about the deaths that, for the three characters that most of us are presuming is alive, and SIU even hinted are likely alive. And he wants more power to not lose anything. Then we also see Wangnan is dreaming about his lost comrades. We see Akraptor there, Prince, and Nia is being a bit of a bitch in Wangnan's dream. Damn. But, Wangnan and Misang are in shackles, and Wangnan begins hallucinating and freaking out. And, of course, he blames himself for what happened. And in a lot of a way, it kind of was his fault. He kind of decided to take a group of 4 off to face off against this team and try to capture Kasano when they were obviously outgunned and really needed to stick with Baum's team, honestly. So Joaquin then chastises Wangnan for crying over lost allies after climbing 40 floors of the tower. Then Joaquin also can tell that Wangnan is special. He really notes it mentally to himself. We see Kasano show up, and Kasano yells at Joaquin because he is upset that Joaquin let him fall into a trap. But Joaquin is surprised he lost to Wangnan. Like, he was like, you're supposed to be this big bad living ignition weapon, and you were kind of outsmarted and captured by the yellow guy. So he also had this great speech about how a real weapon doesn't have thought or emotions. You're either a person or you're a weapon. You can't be both. And right now you're stuck in between, can't decide which one you are. As long as you're not a weapon, FUG doesn't want you. The same as if you're not a person. So pretty much Kasano's a fake. And I really liked that he told him that, and Kasano just has these big delusions that he has the savior complex when really he is just one of the bad guys. So we have Yura waifu and Rachel talking, and holy crap, Yura looking smexy and sparkly. So Rachel wants to keep both hostages just in case that one escapes or dies, and we find out that the floor of death requires one living sacrifice to enter, it would seem. I kind of feel like if it takes one living sacrifice, I don't know if that's true, because then how's Baum's group going to get in unless somebody dies for them? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to turn out to be totally true. But apparently the greatest D-rank scout is getting on the train at the next station, and Rachel is going to try to make him their ally. So that's another interesting character about to show up. And another interesting station if we get an arc at the next station as well. Yura is very cute and sparkly in this conversation. And then we have some confirmation of some Rachel x Misang body cavity search. Yuri, wait. Yeah, she searched the cavities. Then Rachel is actually shaking once Yura leaves because she's trying to make herself get used to killing people. Akraptor is presumably the first person that she's killed, the first we've seen her kill, and it's really bothering her a lot. And I like that it makes her an even better bad guy because we're like, she didn't want to kill somebody, but she still did. She's still a horrible person who tears people apart for her own gain. But she, like, also is not used to killing. She doesn't kill herself. She's detached from the evil she's doing. And I think it's very interesting to see her reactions there. Also, Rachel has Wangnan's ring now and is wondering why he has it. So really we are getting so many hints, and not really hints, but so many times it's being thrown at us. Hey, guess what? Keep in mind that Karaka and Wangnan are siblings and we have stuff to find out about them. Then at the very end we do see Baum showing up at the God of Guardians to ask him to teach him to be a god. Personally, I'm kind of hoping we don't stick with that too long, because I really don't feel like another training arc thing with Baum. I feel like we went through that with the Yuri's a Hard arc leading into the Name Hunt Station. I feel like we've kind of had enough of that. I don't really feel like chapters of just bomb training again. So I usually don't hope we skip things. I like to see everything play out, but I do kind of hope we skip training if he does any training. So the chapter as a whole, I thought it was pretty good character introspection going on here. Especially, I like the stuff with Rachel. The stuff with Bomb and Wangnan was good as well. But not much happened. Like I said, not much happened, and it was much slower than our typical Tower of God chapter. Like, just by page count and panel count and everything, this was way smaller than what we typically get for Tower of God, so it was a very, very light chapter. So it does get us interested for a future story, though. It felt like almost an epilogue for the Ja Wangnan arc, leading us into a new arc starting soon, and hopefully that is the case. If we just have another chapter next week of just Wangnan in his cell thinking about what he's done and bomb training, it's going to be kind of a dull chapter if that is all we get. So I'm really excited for the future story, for the next station, for this new scout dude coming in, for the Floor of Death. There's a lot of stuff to be really excited about right now. Just hopefully we go ahead and start getting into that stuff and we don't have to wait too terribly long with stuff between then and now. So overall, for this one, I'm going to give the chapter 7 hallucinations out of 10. I feel like I've used hallucinations as my thing recently as well. But 7 out of 10 simply because what was there was really good. I really liked what was there, but there wasn't a ton there. Especially compared to other Tower of God chapters, it was very short and light. So 7 out of 10. Hopefully next week we will be back to the great, great heights of Tower of God once again. So thank you all for watching. Like if you did like this video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Tower of God and a ton of other things on the channel. Just check it out and sub if you want. And follow on Twitter if you want as well. I'll try to keep you updated there when I post stuff, push stuff back, anything like that. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.